everybody. Welcome to the art for today. Just gonna wait for some more people to show up and then I'll start. All right. Hi, everybody. Glad you could join me today, or tonight, I should say. So the art for tonight is a torn paper project that I thought was really neat. It's a something that I was playing around with last night, and I was like, wow, this looks really cool. This would make a really cool piece of art, like with a mat board and a frame. I thought it would look really neat. So it's torn art, and this is what my example looks like. And it's got some dimension to it. I really liked it. So this is what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be doing this art project with torn paper. All right, so what you're going to need is, you're going to need, I would say cardstock, because I like it better, it's thicker, but you could use regular paper if you want. Hi, everybody who's just joining. We're going to be doing this abstract piece of art, torn art project. So about 4 or 5 pieces of cardstock or paper. You're also going to need some scissors and some markers of your choice and either tape or glue. I used glue with this and it kind of warped my paper a little bit, so I'm going to see how it works with tape. Might also help to kind of pop it off the page a little bit. But yours will turn out looking a little different because it depends on how you tear the paper and how you situate it on the page, what it's going to look like, right? All right, so to get started, make sure you have your markers, your scissors, your tape, and your paper, all right? Now, the description of the video will have all the supplies that you need for this project in that description if you want to come back to it and do it later. But so anyway, I'm going to take a piece of my paper, and you want to have at least an extra piece so that you can use it to draw on, or get your, table, so your table's covered, I should say. Lots of words there. All right, push this up, move these out of the way. All right. So I'm going to have this here to protect my table because I'm most definitely going to wind up drawing on it. So what you're going to do is, you're going to take one of your pieces of paper, and I'm going to do a little smaller one today. I did this large one, and I think I'd rather do the smaller one. So I'm going to tear this up, and I'm going to cut it up, and I'm going to do it smaller. You could do one smaller too if you want. I don't know if that's completely straight, but that's all right. Okay, now the next step is, once you have this, you're going to start tearing paper. And the way I like to do it is, I like to start from the top and work my way down. Tape a little bit at a time, and so on and so forth, right? So you're going to just start tearing your paper. And since I already cut this one in half, it'll be perfect because it'll be the perfect size for the paper that I just cut, right? Same, it should be the same length. Yeah, same width, I mean. All right, so then you're just going to start tearing however you think it would look awesome. Now on this one, I did some at the top too, so if you want to do some at the top, you could do that as well. If you wanted, you could maybe color in some of these spots, but that's for later. All right, so now that you have this, remember, keep your piece underneath. I almost didn't. All right, so now that you have your torn piece that you just did, on the side, if you look at it, and you'll see the side that looks like it has less paper on it where the rip is. Here, let me get up and show you. So if you look at it, you'll see that little piece, right? See how it looks like that? That's the piece that we're going to be coloring on, all right? We're going to be markering on that piece, not the opposite side. but on this side, because what's going to happen is it's going to show through on this side, all right? So we're going to start doing that now. So pick out the colors that you want. So I think I'm going to do greens this time because I did the pinks and the blues last time. They turned out really good, but now I want to do blue. Or I mean green. So let's see. I'm going to start with my green. And then this is how you're going to do it. You're just going to start, you got to be careful you don't break your edges, tear them off. But you're going to put your marker half on the edge and half on this paper. See that? And that's how you're going to do that. And then that way, you are guaranteed that you're getting the whole edge, right? All right, now once you have that, you're going to flip it over, right? And then look at the other side. See how that kind of bleeds through? Now, if you want to, you can use that side. That's up to you. But I like the side that is bleeding through. So then you're going to take that, and then you're going to decide where you want it on your paper. Do I want it up this way? Maybe so. All right, and then I'm going to tape mine on. So I'm just going to take some tape and I'm going to tape it on. All right. Take some tape and then fold my tape. And you're just going to do this the whole time. They just turn out so cool when they're done. And I can't wait to put mine in a mat board and a frame. I think it's going to look really good. And what I try to avoid doing is, when you're doing these, I try to avoid putting tape up here because you want to give it that 3D effect where it'll stick off the paper. So I didn't glue any of those pieces, if you can see it, kind of. And so you do want to get the bottom, though. I'm going to put some tape on the bottom. I'm going to do this long ways a little bit, or try to. And I like that it kind of pops off the paper. So just put that right there. All right, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to stick it to my paper. Okay, so then post these like this. So take this like this. Cindy, I don't know. You would have to you'd have to ask City Museum that question. The people who run the page. Oh, thank you. Hi, Lindsay. Oh, I did it. Look, I did it backwards. Oh, no. Okay, it's all right. I'll just turn it around because I used tape and not glue. All right. So do over. This is how I want it. I want the bold side on the back. Here we go. And then I'm going to tape it down. All right, make sure it's even. There we go. So that's what I got so far. That's going to be my top section, right? Just an abstract piece of art. For those of you that are joining, we're doing an abstract torn paper art today. So there's that. And then I'm going to start down here. So then I'm going to get another piece of paper. Now look, so since I tore that one piece of paper, I now have, hi Stu! I now have this torn piece from the other one. So I'm just going to cut it off and I'm going to use that side. And then I'm going to color it a different color. I'm going to pick a different green. And then remember, color the side that looks like it's torn and not the side that doesn't look like it's torn. Does that make sense? So the thinner piece, you want to color the thinner piece. All right. And then you're going to tape that one to wherever. So I'm going to tape that one to here. Well, that looks kind of cool. And then I'll show you what I did when I'm done. Hi, everybody that's just joining. I am doing a torn paper abstract art today. So what you'll need is markers, tape, cardstock preferably, or paper, and scissors. Or you could use glue if you don't have tape and you have glue. All right. right, my tape is not wanting to work today. Hi everybody. Does anybody have any questions for me about City Museum? I could potentially answer them. I have been there 13 years, going on 14. And if I don't have the answer, I'm pretty sure that one of our other patrons, one of our other workers that's on here, will have the answer. All right. So that's what I got so far, and this is looking kind of cool. Look at that. Wow. All right, and then move on down to the next one. And now since I cut, now I'm going to have to tear. So, tearing. And then you're going to do it again. Remember, on the thinner piece of paper, not the thicker side. And I think I'm going to do a dark one on this one. Oh yeah, this one looks really good. Look at how that one turned out. Can you see it? All right, take that one on. Okay. I hope everybody had a good day today. Lindsay, how was your day today? Was it good? Mine was good. Right. Tape that up and then stick it on. I'm sure kids could probably do this project too, I would imagine. Oh, that's awesome, Kirby. Well, welcome. What was your favorite part of City Museum? Right, and then I'm going to color again. Pick another color. All right. I wish that I would have had a frame and a mat board for this because I think this would have looked awesome. And that dark green that I put on here really sticks out, so it makes it look extra. I love when things look extra. This. And there, all right, and tape this one on, and I'll show you what I got so far, all right? This is what I got so far. Oh, that's awesome. All right, move on to the next. Now I'm gonna rip this one since I cut it. Well, you know, we have something for everybody, Kirby. That's what's so great about City Museum. All right. All right, and then color again. And then I think when I'm finished doing this, I think the next thing that I'm going to do is on my example, I did little lines. I think this time I'm going to do circles. Tape again. Hey, I think I like this one better than the other one. I love when that happens. Okay. And then one more on the bottom. Hi, Maria. And then tape this one on. All right. Here. This is what we're doing today. We're doing this torn paper art, an abstract, and this is my example so far. I love the way it looks like it's popping off the page. All right, and I'm going to need another one. So I think since I have this one already, I might as well use it. Maybe I'll use it on the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to grab another piece of paper and I'm going to cut that the same size. So I'm going to have to measure this so I know and I have it the same and it's a little easier since I cut my paper in half. All right, perfect. Okay. Oh, mine too, right? I love collage also. All right, and then just make some torn shapes. And then remember, don't do it on this sheet because you'll draw all over it. You want to do it on this one. When you're doing this, I'm going to show you again. Make sure you are doing your marker on the torn side that you can see the fibers and not the opposite, okay? Because your marker shows through. And that's what you're looking for. All right, so do it again. And I'm just doing different variations of green. I don't know what colors you all are using. But I thought the green would look good. Just kind of, if you don't think you got the edges, you just can go along them too instead of drawing on it. Oh, that one's good. Oh, nope, missed a spot. Sometimes you'll notice you miss a spot. You have to go back and fix it. All right, flip it over. Okay. Oh, this one looks great. Okay, and I'm going to tape that. And I think I'm going to leave it like that because it's almost the same height as the top one. And that kind of looks cool. Looks like everything's ripping out of it. I didn't even think that was going to happen. I love when art just works its way perfectly. And a lot of times I'll make something and I won't intend for the thing to happen that happens. And it turns out better than what I expected the piece to turn out with to begin with. All right, go. All right. Oh, I got it crooked. Got it crooked. Okay, now once you have all of your pieces taped or glued on, the next step is going to be to add like some texture to it. And I'm going to do circles because I kind of like it like this. I really love it like this. But if I don't like it, I can always do another one, right? All right, so now I'm going to do some little circles. And I'm going to start with my mint green. And that was up here. And I'm going to do that right here. So I'm just going to do a bunch of little circles. Let's see how this turns out when it's done. Little circles. Sometimes when I do my little creatures and my little imaginary worlds, the different lands that I have, like the different levels of sections of landscape, I'll do circles and dots, and it takes so long to do them. And my hand starts to cramp, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. All right. So this is what I got. Ooh, that looks so cool. So I got the circles on there. That looks really neat. And I think I'm going to skip one. And I'm going to do another and set some... What color do I want? I think I will do that. Where's that pretty blue at? I don't see it now. Well, is it this one? Wait, nope, it's not that one. No, maybe it is this one. Let me try. Nope, that's not it. But you know what? I think I'm going to do that anyway. I'm going to add some blue to it. So I'm going to do a blue right here. And I'm going to do dots. Just something a little different. Let's see how this turns out. I really like this one a lot. I love circles and dots. And I added a lot in all of my things. Right. Okay, so then I added some dots. And maybe I'll add the other piece. Yeah, I'll add the other piece. Why not? And I'm gonna color it with that color that I just did. So that pretty blue is gonna be added to the very bottom, because I think it needs a little extra pop to it. Right, and then flip it over. Oh, that's a good one. Oh yeah. I love it when the fibers really show through. All right. Oh, that's so good. All right, and then I'm just gonna tape it. Hi, Lori. Hope you are well tonight. Right, tape it up, and then after this, I will be almost done. Besides sticking it in a mat board or a frame, which I do not have right now, don't forget to sign your art. I always sign my art in red, but since there is no red in this piece, I think maybe I won't do that because it would draw your eye to the bottom of the paper, and I don't want to do that. So maybe I will just maybe I'll just sign it in a green. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll sign it in green. And it's done. And look what we made. We made this really cool piece of torn art, which I think that's so pretty. And you could do like several of these and have them like in sequence on the wall, which would look really neat. I don't know, it's just something that I thought was really cool when I was playing around last night and wanted to share it with all of you. And if you want to add some more textures to it, you're more than welcome to. But this is what I have. Maybe I'll add some texture down here, even though I signed it. Usually I don't like to mess with it after I sign it, but you know what? Why not? Let's do some more. I'm going to do some big dots. Just because. Right. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. I'm glad I did that. All right. Now, when you all are finished doing your project, like I always say, please leave your piece that you did, a picture of it in our comments so we can see it, or send it to us. I'm not sure how that works. So we can all look at it. I'd like to see what your finished project is. Also, if you want any information on City Museum, you can go to citymuseum.org. And we have all our phone numbers, email, all that stuff that you would need to get in contact with us. You can also find these videos that I do on our Facebook page and on citymuseum.org. So I want to thank you all for joining me tonight. And I hope you had fun doing the torn art project. And I will be back on Monday at 11 o'clock for another fun thing to do. Thanks!